How's it going, my fellow cosplay and printers? This is Cosplay and Print, and I'm Link, and today we're going to be making the Cainherst helmet from Bloodborne, specifically this one right here, with some modifications, obviously, because in Bloodborne this is a complete solid surface, but you need to be able to see out of it, and when I did that in Mesh Mixer, so the supplies you are going to need is some, well, obviously, first and foremost, a 3D printer, some ELA Plus, either whatever color you want, eSun PLA Plus, whatever color you want. Some Rust-Oleum Universal Antique Pewter, or if you can find a really good steel spray paint, you can do that one too, or if you're an airbrusher. Some Kiwi leather dye, some Rust-Oleum Clear Still Clear enamel protective coating, foam pieces of various size, and some leftover raft material, and you will get this the guy. So, let's get started printing all the pieces, because I split this into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces. Or 6 pieces. Wait, no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces. Yeah, 5 pieces. So let's get started, shall we? Alright, the bottom half of the front faceplate is done at 19 hours, 8 minutes, and 53 seconds. And it is looking good at 20% infill. And it just came right off the build plate. So, let's move on to the next part, shall we? Alright, so I realized that we started off with the bottom front plate, but I realized that we should probably start with the back so that I can get the middle front plate sized right for where I need my eye hole to be in. So here is the back, then we're going to be moving on to the middle piece, then the front top piece, middle front piece, and then we already did the bottom, and this one finished at 2 days, 6 hours, 3 minutes, and 24 seconds, and it looks pretty good. I know that there's some areas where the supports failed, but it wasn't necessary, it looks like. Looks like it's pretty good. Alright, on to the next piece. Alright, and the front top piece is done at 1 day, 3 hours, 47 minutes, and 33 seconds. We are now going to start on the middle top piece, and then it will be the place of the middle front piece, which will be where my eyes are going to be. So that one's going to take a little bit of adjusting, but let's move on to the middle top piece, shall we? Alright, and the middle top piece is done at 1 day, 9 hours, 57 minutes, and 20 seconds, and it comes right off the build plate. Looks pretty good. Alright, so before we go on to the middle front piece, we are going to test fit the 3 main pieces on the top and back together so that we can get a proper location for where our eye is going to go on the middle piece when we load it up in Mesh Mixer. Alright, let's go. Alright, and the final part is done. I may have made the eye hole a bit too big, but I can work with it. It took 1 day, 11 hours, 14 minutes, and 15 seconds, and it just came right off the build plate. So it's time for the final, or basically the assembly, and then after that, paint and stuff. Alright, let's get going. Alright, so I got the helmet all assembled. It's just glued together right now. All on the outer edges, I'm going to be using some wood filler, and then I'm going to sand it down just slightly. Then I'm going to spray this with some primer filler. On the inside of it, though, I'm going to plastic weld the inside of it like I did my Hunter saw cleaver handle. So I'm going to run my hot pen through here, and then I'm going to be using bits and pieces of plastic to basically solder it together. So the hole, though, is a bit bigger than I expected it to be, but it's fine. But what I'm going to do is going to put this piece of raft material that's left over that you can actually see through. I mean, you can't see through on the camera. I'm going to glue it on the inside here, then hot weld it into there. And then I'm going to make potentially a chin strap with some leather straps. But yeah, I also had to, again, I had to carve some out here because my forehead was still, even if it was at 25% bigger than the original file. So what I'm going to do for this is I'm going to fill all of this with wood filler 2 or some Bondo, and then I'm going to smooth out the edges. But then the next time you see this is going to be after it's all plastic welded together. And yeah, let's get on to that. Alright, check it out. So far it looks so good. Just check out the really nice detail in there. I mean, yeah, you can still see some of the seam lines, but for most of all, the layer lines are actually really well hidden. Besides a couple areas like up on the top area, but you really won't see that. And especially, where is that spot? Like right here, unfortunately. But now is the time for weathering, and to do that, we're going to be using some black shoe leather dye and some paper towels. And let's get this started, shall we? Alright, time for clear coat. Alright, so we are done with the helmet. It looks absolutely fantastic. Check it out. Ended up using some crystal clear enamel for superior durability from Rust-Oleum, and it turned out really well. I did 2 coats of it. Well, probably like 6 or 7, but I did them pretty fast. So here we have it. Looks absolutely amazing. Added the basically like the raft support that you can print off in there. Looks absolutely amazing. Check out the weathering. I did also basically another layer of black wash as well from the Kiwi leather dye. Looks actually amazing. Here is the inside of it. I got pad right here, pad right here, pad right here, and pad right here. I thought I was going to need some pads for back here and here, but with these pads right here, it hugs my face just fine. And I didn't even need a chin strap. So, I'm still on the fence if I'm going to be using the gray balaclava or the black one, because the gray one is just really light, and I don't know if I could, if I can find a dark gray one, I'll probably do that one. But it looks absolutely amazing. I'll show you fitting it. Gotta take off my glasses though. And here we have it. It looks absolutely amazing. Almost no wiggle. Fits pretty good. It's like, yeah, so here, this area right here, I need the balaclava, then I need to cover my ears. But it looks absolutely fantastic. I can have really good visual out here, even without my glasses on, so I'll have to get some context, obviously. But it just looks amazing, super cool. There we go. There is a certain angle that it fits really nicely. But here we have it, just looks so cool. Can't even see my eye. Still stinky in there from the super glue, so I can't have it on too long. Don't want to accidentally get poisoned, especially with my eye that close to that area. So I basically just used some super glue to glue this foam piece on right here, the white piece, and then the net on there, and it turned out really nicely. So yeah, this was a very fun build. Super cool. It just looks absolutely amazing. I'm super proud of it. So yeah, now on to the leather gaiters, and then we are going to be making also some shin armor, and then I'm still coloring all the seams on my jacket, but after that, that is pretty much done. So next week, leather gaiters. Let's get to it, shall we?